Goodrum started playing the piano at 8, and by 15 she'd signed her first record contract. After doing her duty on Neighbours, she launched her humongous first album and won about 1 million awards for it in the process. Another album and a feature film later, she's fallen in love and moved to the UK. But she's dropped in back home to show off album number 3, including the new single, In This Life.
Welcome back in the studio, the delightful Delta Goodrum.
Hi. Oh,
Wreck-a-chow.
Wreck-a-chow?
Wreck-a-chow.
Is that a new saying?
It's a new saying. What's this whole girl next door to sex kitten thing that everyone's been talking about? Look at you all around all of a sudden.
I can say the same for you. Look at this studio, look at everything. I leave you for 5 minutes and look what you do. You leave Nunawading.
Yeah.
Home of Neighbours.
Wouldn't you?
That hasn't changed in a little while.
No. Well, that was it. Of course, we used to share the same studio for a while when you were on there.
He's a
and now we've come
say
here,
hi.
and it's all groovy and funky now.
It's very groovy. Look, Pete and Indira sitting over there hanging out.
Yeah, I know, but you're all groovy and funky now.
Thank you.
Now, how are you feeling about the title of Sex Kitten now? Because I'm guessing it wasn't your idea. You've just gone.
I didn't exactly put myself sex kitten next to it.
No.
I don't think I've changed that much. I think I kind of look the same as I did when I was 17, just a bit older. I mean, maybe if you look at the last album, I had short, dark hair. Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah. I thought the sex kitten thing, I thought, are you coughing up furballs, clawing at the furniture? You know, people come around, you get spooked, hide under the doona, that kind of thing, whatever cats do.
Right. Actually, my cat, growing up, we had a couple of cats at our house, and my cat got skin cancer, and we had to chop off its front of its nose, and you could actually see the inside of it.
Oh,
I know. And honestly,
the inside of the whole cat?
You could actually see, like, the little lines, and it was awful because, you know, he'd get... Instead of, he couldn't smell properly, so we couldn't leave him outside because he would get lost in the bush and we would never get to see him again. And he didn't like many humans.
Well, you think, well, normally if they get lost, they say, how do you get home? Just follow your nose.
Yeah.
What was he meant to do?
He's in heaven now.
Isn't that an old gag of my dog has no nose, how does it smell? Terrible.
I didn't use that one with the cat, but...
So, well, how are things going anyway with Brian?
He's great, thank you.
I like him, he's a nice guy.
He is. You guys showed each other's toes last time.
I know, we're classy that
You're
way.
beautiful, it was beautiful.
And you hung on to him, God love you for that.
I did, he's beautiful, he's really good, thank you.
Now, I heard he worked on the album, is that right?
He did, we ended up writing a lot of the album together. It was actually fantastic because we never intended to write a lot of the songs together, but you know, it seemed like the right thing, and I'd sort of been writing with a lot of different writers, really creative people around the world, and I just wasn't, I don't know, I just didn't feel magic yet. And just before Christmas time, I said, you know, why don't we write together? And we were about to come to Australia, and it was just, we would go and write songs, we'd play poker at an Irish pub around the corner, and, you know, just have a really good time. We ended up writing some really magic songs, and I really respect his talent, so it's really fun.
Did you actually get work done, or were you totally pashing each other off?
A bit of both.
Yeah. Now, if you're working with your partner, right? Let's say he suggests something, and it's not a great idea. Can you go, you know, honey? No, that's shit.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do it.
Can you do that though?
We try not to. We try to say that was a good one, honey, and then go, no, don't use that.
When he leaves. Now, I saw footage of you with someone else in the studio.
Ooh.
Another man.
Tell me
who's this?
Bernie, the mascot is here today. Bernie! Say hello, Bernie! Bernie.
Who's that? Is this...
That's Bernard the Buddha.
Does he come with the studio?
He does. He comes... Oh, look at him.
Oh, he totally licked you in the mouth.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Not necessarily.
I grew up with a dog.
Bernard the Buddha.
And we used to have, like, if the dog would lick you in the face and got very close to your mouth, I had people who were just completely repulsed like that. I had no problem with it.
You can't, they just, for some reason, some dogs just try and get there, and you're like, come on, stop it. But he actually sits in the studio, and I would bring him in, and Stuart, who'll be producing a lot of the tracks as well, the Scottishman, who's actually here tonight as well, in Sydney, and he ended up we would have to get Bernie to not eat all the wires, or, you know, I could see the dog, I could be in the studio singing away in there, like, you know, and you'd sort of see Bernie, I'd be thinking, please don't chew the cords, please don't chew the cords. Or, you know, he was a really good mascot.
So whose dog is he?
He's a friend of mine.
Oh, I tell you, he's your dog. It's not
yeah.
like he comes with his...
No,
he's just kind of sitting there mixing it with his little paws.
But through the album, it was you know, if he fell asleep, I thought the song wasn't very good, and he stayed away.
Always judge around what a dog thinks, Delta. That's a good idea, yeah. Oh, he peed on it. That's a good sign. Hey, Delta, do you want to try to win $20 in 20 seconds?
Yeah.
OK!
Rovi, it's so good to see you.
Don't be nervous.
I'm always nervous.
Well, now, OK.
I might have a glass of water.
Yeah,
before
absolutely.
this.
Now, you just have to just be your wonderful self.
OK.
Just think of whatever comes into your head.
There could be trouble.
There are no wrong answers here.
OK.
But if I don't like what you say, I don't give you $20. But no pressure.
What's with that?
Well, because I can't play favourites here.
Oh, after all these years.
OK, all right, shh. Start the clock. Who wouldn't you like to be stuck in a lift with?
There's many people, but I probably shouldn't share that on national TV.
Do you get PMT?
Of course.
Have you ever mimed during a live performance?
No.
Do you hire a cleaner?
Occasionally, because it looks like a bomb hit it.
When are you going to get your driver's licence?
It's safer for society if I don't.
Who would you phone if you got arrested?
Brian, but if he wasn't in there as well, I'd probably call Mum.
Is it true you appeared in a toy commercial with Beck Hewitt?
Yes, it was our first commercial.
Really?
Yes, when we were about 7 years old.
What was the toy out of interest?
It was little toys that you dip in the water and they turn a different colour. Like their nappies, they turn they turn blue if they're a boy, and it was a very long time ago, Ray.
Wow. OK, that's cool. That's fine. Delta Goodrum, who would you turn gay for?
Can I say 3 people?
Oh, yes.
Because there's been a couple of people I've thought about this before I got to speak to you, right? there's Heidi Klum, because when she says in Project one day, your style is out, you know, Wiedersehen.
Nice.
I think she's really cute. And then Rachel McAdams, because I think she's like the most beautiful girl in the world.
Yes.
And since seeing The Notebook. And Shakira, because she goes, you know, all the Shakira moves. There you go. There's my 3 people I'd turn gay for.
Wow. I wish I had asked that first. There's your $20. Thank you, Delta Goodrum. The new single In This Life is out now, and the new album Delta will be released October 20. There's the plug. Thank you very much, Delta. You going to be sticking around for us?
I'm always going to hang around.
Absolutely. I want to show us still to come. We'll be right back.